Life tests people every day. And for reasons we don't know, everyone gets a different test. Some struggle with, let's say, calculus. Some people struggle with basic math. Either way, we all have to deal with what we've been given. Ultimately, all we given is kind of a random act, like some location, financial status, situations, or anything. It's all one big luck of a draw. But yet, whatever the circumstances life throws in your way, people, you get to decide if you're going to be a victim or a survivor, right? You have complete control over whether life makes you sweet or sour. And those who choose to be sweet, the survivors, are the strongest. Okay? Now, basically, I think the most beautiful people we have known, are those who've known defeat, know suffering, know the struggles, know the losses, and probably found their ways out of that depth situation. These people have an appreciation, a sensitivity, and an understanding of life, okay, which fills them with compassion, gentleness, and a deep, loving concern. Beautiful people do not just happen. In other words, nice people weren't made to be born nice. They weren't born nice. They just made themselves that way. Nice people bring light into the world because they probably come from dark paths. Don't you agree? In the world of darkness into which they were born, I believe nice people use that positiveness as a lantern to create more light. Nice people have often been dealt a significant amount of bad luck, however. They've been thrust into some harmful, crazy situations, and they've been going through a lot of destructive circumstances, like, let's say, crazy family members or poverty, if you will. And yet they have learned not only to succeed, but they learn how to overcome. They've kicked off their crutches and somehow done the impossible. They taught themselves to run and catch up to everyone else in the world that doesn't wait for anyone. Okay. Everyone else is always gifted some sort of a crayon box. You might have gotten a broken rose crayon, but you use that poor excuse to live a colorful life anyway, right? I believe if you are nice, you love the hardest because you've been hurt the most. People would never, they'll probably treat you better if they've been hurt by a former lover. Now, why does that happen, right? Well, people have their hearts shredded know what it's like to have tape the torn pieces back together. Okay. The broken-hearted one never has to inflict emotional paper cuts on anyone else. Sometimes you can learn the hard way that disadvantages are opportunities for growth. It's more than impossible than a few nice people that used to be, pessimistic. But over that time, they usually learn the hard way how to become positive. Perhaps they came to realize that every little thing that seems to pull them down in life eventually becomes a stepping stone to success, people. Or maybe even dealing with a alcoholic brother. You know what I mean? Some alcoholic brother that taught someone that empathy and patience to deal with recovering addicts. Some of those therapists learn from a young age to relate to people who are in pain. In this way, nice people, they can construct those staircases from the quicksand. You don't want others to hurt the way you've been hurt, right? Nice people, in my opinion, might have been teased for having freckles or big ears or acne or something. It's probably a physical disability that made them feel invisible to people. Maybe an invisible disability itself prevents them from getting the care they need. And because they know what it's like to feel tormented, they never wanted to cause anyone else that same kind of pain. Kindness emerges from those who have only known cruelty. Instead of harassing others, nice people break into that cycle of insensitivity anyway. They give compliments and words of encouragement. They want others to feel truly beautiful and confident instead of ugly and hurt. They already know what it's like, and they wouldn't wish it on their worst enemies. You got to admit they're survivors who helps other people stay afloat. Nice people, okay, can deal with any situation thrown their way. They know they can survive anything because they already have. All of their scars are simply evidence that they can heal from new scrapes. If anything knocks over them, they just shoot right back up and keep going. And that's what you ought to learn, people. Knowing that they can endure, these nice people try to do what they can to help others pull ahead. In the race of life, most runners usually look out and focus on themselves anyway. But people who suffer out of those situations, who might be going through similar struggles, okay, they cheer their friends on, they share their water bottles, and they motivate them to run with them. And they become the helping hand that they wish they had for themselves. When that feeling arises, people, it's really, really sad. When you feel like you've given everything of your all, but feel like an empty half cup, okay? Left hanging, not receiving the same genuine feeling of friendship. When situations like this hits me, I question if it's me. Am I doing something wrong? Do I put myself in the position to be taken advantage of? Okay. However, after I went to college, where I learned to become more true to myself and stick to my beliefs, I realized it is most definitely not me, and I'm not ashamed of it. You know, I like showing people I'm a sincere person who gives the most to my friends. Therefore, in any scenario I feel taken advantage of, if it comes down to it, at least I know how to speak up and let them know. Because that's what you got to have confidence. Most of the time, people, they don't know what they make feel like with me. They don't know what make me feel like that. If they change, I promise you they care about you. If they don't, reevaluate if they're meant to be in your life, because you don't deserve to be in that position, people. You don't deserve to be friends with someone who leaves you feeling unappreciated for all that you do. Find people who will surprise you with random texts that will say that I appreciate everything that you do. These are the friends who how amazing, and see how amazing you are. They see how much you do for them and don't take anything for granted. In the long run, people, these are the young people and great people who will make your lives happier and brighter. It is common in life to bump up to people who will degrade you and overlook all that you do. But through all those situations, learn the lesson of always sticking up to yourself. Taking care of yourself comes first, and it always should. Once you realize this is a key point of your life, people, your life can only change for the better. Trust me, I know. This is Curtstride with another Curtstride series. Hit me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You know the deal. Have a business opportunity if you're interested that might catch your eye. If you want to do what you can to grow wherever you're at. And just enjoy life. Just enjoy life. And take advantage of what life is towards you. Help people. And if you get taken advantage of, don't let it bother you. Just keep doing whatever you do to move on. If you want to share this video, you can. That'll be great for me as well. Curtstride out. Take care and God bless, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. There's nothing better and more beautiful in the world than to focus on something that you would love to do and enjoy for yourself. Never change for anyone. God bless. Have a great day.